everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Redskins going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants.
Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Right,
second down and 4.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
No, check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is taken at about the 14. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Now out come the Giants. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 2nd down. And here is the Redskin defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Detroit! Detroit!
So the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And Wilson has it. And an alley to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Luke Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the defense for New York.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run again with Ware. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Here we go now. Blue, land it. Blue.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. And And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out of. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Cousins again. Out to the left here to Reed. And I think the ball's out. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball and goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and use him well.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Pierre Garçon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run it here. Ware. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff as they run left side. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Very little room for error here, backed up deep in their own end, but it's a situation they put a lot of work into this week. Let's see if it pays off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run now with Ware. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play fake. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And 4th down coming up.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Cousins. Paul bringing it in. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So that I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
And they'll go on the ground. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And Lambo will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Third down and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Exit, exit.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Second down following the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep drop. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come up, and now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go. 3-19.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, left side. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here we go. 90.
1st and goal from the 5. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That's caught at the 1. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And the lead is up to 5. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And the play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here's Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now they try the right side here. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Another pistol look here. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.